So I searched for Nugget Chunk reviews and basically I couldn't find anything. So I wanted to just film a video and give some of my honest thoughts about the Nugget Chunk. We've had ours for a while now, what we like about it, how we use it, and a couple of things that surprised me about it as well. So if you haven't seen one before, the Nugget Chunk is actually made up of a few different pieces. So it's basically this thick outside kind of donut piece. Inside there are two of these kind of pucks, if you will, that stack down in there. And then this kind of thinner flat piece that goes on top. And it's really the perfect complement to a nugget couch. You can see we have a couple of them. So it's great to use on its own, or it's great to incorporate with some of your other nugget builds as well. So my girls use this thing constantly. They sit on it, they roll on it. Sometimes they turn it into an obstacle course. Sometimes this is their stage. Sometimes it's their snack table. But whatever we have going on down here in the playroom, somehow this chunk always ends up in the mix, in the middle of the chaos. They just love this thing. So from a mom's perspective, I actually really like it. I think it's one of those pieces that doesn't scream like this is a kid's toy. You could totally incorporate this into any kind of living room decor or something like that. It comes in a bunch of different colors, a lot of neutral colors, things like that. We went with this really bright pink because down the road, I see this going in one of our girls' rooms, maybe when they're a teenager or something, that they can use as just like a piece they can lounge with. But it's really nice that it's solid and sturdy. The other thing that's really nice is cleanup. So we have spilled things on this before and it wipes clean really, really easily. I have never had any problems with it staining or anything like that. And then of course, just like with the regular Nugget, the cushions are removable as well. And I do periodically take them off, throw them in the wash, put them back on, and it's like it's brand new. So for the pros and cons, I'll start pros first. Pros are that this is a really nice piece. It's very sturdy, which I like. If you have an original Nugget, it's kind of the same feel. Very sturdy, very versatile. We have used this in so many different ways. Love that about it. I also love that it doesn't scream playroom unless you have it in a bright, fun color, which is good too. And it's a great option if you don't have space for like the full Nugget couch. It's a really good option for smaller spaces. And for the cons, you know, this is not a cheap piece of play equipment. It is kind of expensive. If you already have multiple play couches or multiple Nuggets, it's probably not something that you need. It's more of a nice to have, if you will, but definitely not a need. It's a great space-saving type piece to play on, but it could also be overkill if you already have multiple play couches that you use and love. It does add a nice variety, which I really like for the girls, but I would say a nice to have, not a necessity. I would say that the Chunk is probably best for families that already have a Nugget play couch and they love it and they use it all the time and they're just looking for a way to switch up or add more to your play couch builds. It's a great kind of additional piece to add into the mix. So yeah, that's our honest review of the Nugget Chunk. If you were curious or if you're in the market and kind of on the fence about whether you should get one or not, hopefully this gave you a little bit more insight and context into how big it is for scale and how we use it and play with it. Also, we have quite a few videos over on our Instagram page that show us using the Chunk in action, different configurations that we've done, different builds that we've done using this piece. So I'll be sure to link our Instagram down below.